Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review. I'm your host, Uncle Tim. Went out to the store today, spent $100 trying to figure out where all that money went. Trying to figure out how many bags I'm gonna get. Dude, I ain't even get a lot of bags. I got one fucking bag and 2 cases of water and like a big thing of tissue. I'm sitting here thinking like, man, something gotta give. Every damn thing went up but your wage. Bro, your wage ain't go up. Your salary ain't go up. It stayed the damn same. They increased every damn thing, but left your wage the same. They don't give no shit about you. They don't care. They realize that you're going to spend. Now they giving ways for you to just spend your money. Man, they laying off people left to right, and you don't even see it because it's being done so slick. You like, damn, when I was telling you they laying off fuckers at McDonald's, you should be sitting there thinking like, damn, I did notice the McDonald's were missing. Dude, they missing in a lot of places now. Dude, your Wendy's, your Burger Kings, your Taco Bells, a lot of them are slowly closing. Why? Because a lot of them are not getting business like they used to. Like I said, we live on this type of stuff now, restaurant food, but you know what? When you ain't got no money, you don't give a shit no more. You be like, yeah, I'm going to leave that shit alone. I'm going to be in here eating cold cuts and ramen noodles and some Hot Pockets. You don't get no damn. The thing is, you need to live. You need to get to tomorrow and the day after that, man. You ain't no sit here and blow all your money on some damn McDonald's now that costs $75 damn dollars. Foot long Subway sandwich that costs $20 something. Dude, I'm like, what is up with these damn prices? I'm like, the food ain't got any bigger, you getting less food for more money. I'm like, yeah, where they do that at? Like, I ain't trying to have none of that. Dude, even the Chinese food, we used to get a lot of it. You getting a lot less and a lot of vegetables. The lady said, I noticed I don't see you come in here anymore. I said, look, y'all food is too damn expensive. And you don't get nothing for your money, bro. Look, I ain't got time. Looking at the clothes when we were at Burlington, man, the shit is arm and a leg in there. I said, y'all playing in here. Ross, same thing. Prices going crazy. TJ Maxx, Marshalls, prices going crazy. Dude, look, I don't know what to say, man. When you spending money like that, you need to pay attention. You need to understand what is actually going on at the moment. We need to understand why this is constantly happening, man. What we need to fix this shit. You going around here and you see all these damn yellow boots up the damn street. Man, it's a whole sea of boots down one street. I'm like, what's with all these car boots, man? They making sure your ass go nowhere. And they being slick now. They putting them damn boots on your windshield. We went into, wait, what was that? Was that Wisconsin or Indiana? They had boots on the window. Where they put the thing over the window? I said, these motherfuckers don't know me. Safe Light Repair, Safe Light. Shit, bust that window. Safe Light be out there to put a new windshield in, bro. I ain't playing with you. Shit, you don't have that boot on the ground somewhere. We ain't doing that. Look, I'm tired of all this. They're nickel and diming us so much until we don't even got nickels and dimes anymore. And they sitting here talking about, well, we gonna raise some other shit now. You be like, man, look, at this point, I don't know if Illinois, Wisconsin, Indiana, Florida, California, New York, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, shit, any of them is feasible at this point in time. I'm just being honest, man. I'm trying to figure out how to make this work. And a lot of people like, man, I didn't come here for that. I came here to talk about toys and all of that, bruh. Shit, I'm trying to talk about toys right now too, but other shit is happening, man. Right now, I see myself stacking paper and trying to pay off this debt, bro. Again, my debt is not super duper high, but you know what? Even having a little debt is amazing. You got to look at it like this shit. You don't want that shit to linger. People are crying out here talking about, man, I didn't know it was going to get this hard. I used to go to the damn bar, or to the restaurant, and we spend $200 on a first date. I said, only shit, I was going to say, only a damn fool to spend $200 on a first date on some random ass person you don't know. Take her to a damn coffee shop. Spend $20 on her. You don't know her. Get to know her to see if you really like her. Dude, you spending $200 on a person you don't like. Man, come on. Person you don't know. Person if you don't know even it's going to work out. Bro, look. Times are hard right now. People are coming into shit with nothing. They coming in a full empty envelope. They just an empty envelope, and they see that you are full. They want to come and absorb your resources and your finances, bro. You ain't got no time for that shit, man. Look, man, you got to keep that moving, man. You got to move where you are needed, man. Be around people that help you grow, that nourish you, that pour into you, man. Right now, the circle that I was in, I was pouring into a lot of people, and they weren't pouring back. Then, you look at everything happening, man, I start backing off. My thing is, find a way to compliment the people that compliment you. Man, bro, if you a woman, be like this. I love your attitude. I love the way you always try to find a positive in things. And, dude, I want to understand something, man. What is with it? I don't know how I be looking out here. People be looking at me like I'm about to rob their ass in the store. Like, I went back, grabbed my wallet. The guy scooted back real quick. Like, what's going on? I said, damn, I thought I was supposed to pay for this. I didn't know it was free. He said, no, it ain't free, but it's the way you did it. I'm like, how the hell did I do it? I reached in my damn wallet. Like, dude, I'm not here to be friendly half of the time. I'm just here to shop. If you want to talk, I talk with no problems. But, sometimes people give you those looks like they don't want to talk. And I respect that. But again, man, it's a whole lot of stuff. My wife said, boy, you be looking like you be ready to whoop people's ass. I don't know what that's about. I don't know why God gave that to me right now. Maybe it's a defense mechanism because, like I said, you got to pray when you walk out there. I was telling my wife the other day, and she got mad at me. She was real mad. She was about to honk at these people. I said, stop. I said, we don't know what's going on out here right now. I said, people been getting shot and shit and, chased and I don't care. I said, shit, you start caring once your ass started getting dodging bullets and shit. I said, people tell you all that shit until shit get real. I said, once it get real, people cry, what you gonna do? I ain't doing shit. Like I said, you gotta stop and you gotta think, man. People out here losing their shit, they mind, they losing their homes, they losing their vehicles, man. They figure if they lose one more thing, they gonna have a fit, man. If they lose this intersection stare off, they just gonna lose their mind. People are like that. They one step from losing their damn mind. If this happened today, man, I'm just going to fuck off, man. I don't care. I'm going off. And that's how people are, man. They be in there just shaking. I'm going off, man. Man. They talking about writing me up, man. I can't have it, man. They writing me up. And I'm like, why they writing you up? I didn't come to work for 2 weeks straight. I'm like, dude, you should be written up. Your ass should be fired already. I'm trying to figure out why they ain't fire your ass yet. You in here going off over shit that's your fault. Like, they knew my father was sick. How they know? Did you call and tell them? No, but they should have known. See, that's that shit I was talking to you about before. People want you to read their damn mind. Ain't nobody got no time to read your grown-ass man, mind and shit. Like you got issues. Women always think like that too. They be feeling like you should be reading their mind. Like, I've been with you for years. You should know what I'm thinking. I've been with you for years. You should know what I'm thinking too. That shit work both ways. What? Yeah. People don't realize shit work both ways. This is why I talk to you about a lot of stuff. This is how I look at it. Everything going up. Our blood pressure done went up. Our life expectancy done went down. Our age to retire has went up. Dude, shit is just going crazy. Time has sped up. Man, like I said, days are going by so damn fast, it's crazy. And this is why I say, man, you going to be in debt to the day you die. But time is going by so fast. You might want to live your life while you can. Pay some of them bills. Some of this debt, man, I'm going to be honest. You ain't going to never pay it back. Some people are $500,000 in debt, and they don't make that type of money to pay that shit back. Some of them $1 million in debt. Not because of shit due to their own. They went to school. They got a house. They got medical bills and shit like that. Man, sometimes shit stacked up against you so damn bad that you just got to be like, look, man, I'm done. They changed those bankruptcy laws where you can't file bankruptcy to get rid of half of the shit that you got against you, man, because some of this shit is just unfair. Some of these people are just preying on you, man. They coming after you so damn hard. Dude, they want you in debt so bad. And like I said, man, I'm not dealing with that shit. I don't care. Like I said, I'm gonna work on me. I'm gonna keep doing me, but I'm not about to go, push all in on some shit and be sitting here feeling salty after a while, man, because that's what they want. Shit don't make sense, and it never have. Man, we sitting here broke as shit, complaining about shit. We sitting here looking at things, man, about life that, hell, we ain't never looked at before. Like shit. I hear people talking about they going to bed hungry. Shit is real out here. I tell people hit them food pantries up. Hit up things that you know you need to do. Dude, you gotta live your life, but you gotta live your life within your means. People out here, you make 100,000 a year. You living like you make 100,000 a year. You don't make $100,000 a year. After taxes, you make like what, 50, 60,000, if that much. Dude, you gotta live within your means. Otherwise you be shit out. I gotta pay for my son's tuition, and I gotta do this, and I gotta pay for his apartment. Dude, look, if you never let your child make mistakes and live their own life and let them deal with the consequences, man, you're gonna be helping them forever, bro. I'm not trying to help nobody forever. I'm trying to teach you for you can get your shit right. Because look, I'm not gonna be around forever, and I know that. And my thing is, I've been telling this for a long time. You got to do what you got to do. And you got to let everybody else do what they got to do. Because at the end of the day, people going to do what they want to do. And at the end of the day, they're going to blame you. Why you didn't say anything? You'd be like, I done told your ass 75 times, but you should have said it a 76 times. I ain't saying shit. Whatever you do, you done it. You going to face the consequences. Not me. I'm not getting in it. But till later, fam, thank you for watching. Peace out.